Oh, I'll thing. A dead genius is no longer a genius, not to mention a punk. Do you think he has such a big face that makes the people above him do it for him? It's just a step back. It's cut off from the outside world, and people outside don't know what's going on here, Chu Feng said indifferently, and those words directly evoked the fire within the senior brother. This person was verbose and concerned about this and that, with no behavior of a cultivator at all. He's a little bit of a mess to look at. How could this Medicine King sect have such people who didn't even dare to kill their opponents even after getting them like this? Isn't that making things difficult for you? Yeah, there's not even another one here right now, so go yourself. Being mentioned by Chu Feng in such a manner, Ding Jigang also reacted, and a ferocious light appeared in his eyes. The turquoise sword was raised high in the air, and in Zhang Mo's horrified expression, it ruthlessly chopped through the opponent's head. Hoo! After beheading Zhang Mo, Ding Jigang stood mid-place panting as if he had been greatly stimulated. Okay, this side of things is done. I should go, Chu Feng said indifferently, and then directly left. To him, all the people in here were just NPCs. It was okay to help out in passing, but it was impossible to get him to drop what he was doing to help the other guy. Elder brother, I don't know what kind of things you're going to do, but I have an ancient high-level stealth talisman in my hand, so I'll give this talisman to a senior brother as a thank you gift. Ding Jigang called out to Chu Feng who was leaving, and then carefully took out a piece of talisman with an ancient aura and wrinkled stains from his bosom and handed it to him. This is good stuff. Chu Feng received the talisman and instantly revealed a look of surprise. This was because the talisman was made in the ancient times, and it was also a piece of grade 9 talisman, great for stealth and lasts forever. These pills are for you. After Chu Feng received this from the other party, he directly sent the other party over to the rendezvous. At the same time, 5 essence refining pills were given to the other party, leaving there amidst words of gratitude from the other side. After all, of course, the other party only knew that the talisman was ancient, but they didn't know the grade of this thing. After sending it over, Chu Feng then went through the system's evaluation and directly arrived at the level of the stealth talisman as well as its usefulness. Invisibility talisman, grade 9 talisman. Function, invisibility, hiding all traces of spell casting in figure, shielding from divine thoughts. Durability, 5 out of 10. Invisibility time, 1 day, changes with the strength of the invisible person. Note, cannot see through or parry attacks under the transformation mortal realm. These are the descriptions of this talisman. Single function, chicken scratch. But this item could be considered a god-tier item for Chu Feng, being able to use it in the present and still be able to hide from people's eyes. It's all about the little things that make a big difference. It's going to be a good show tomorrow. Chu Feng put the talisman into his storage bag, and a slight smile came to his face, and then continued to check out the surroundings, as well as learn about the place. After all, this may contain the true hidden secrets of the immortal games yet. It was not for him to ignore it. Time rushed by and came to the noon hour of the next day. The sun was at noon. A big sun that covered the place completely. Dazzling and majestic. Exudes an extremely impressive amount of heat. But the thousands, tens of thousands of people here seemed as if they hadn't noticed the situation over here at all. His eyes were dead set on the Divine Pill Mountain range shrouded in mist in front of him. As the fog slowly dissipated, a great commotion arose in the neighborhood. It's open. It's open. Hurry up and rush it. The large formation dispersed, and for a moment, countless people quickly rushed towards the front. Densely packed people, like ants, quickly rushed towards the Divine Pill Mountain range. The Divine Pill Mountain range, the greatest opportunity of the 10,000 medicinal valleys, was also its centerpiece. It was dozens of miles wide in size and hundreds of feet high, and you couldn't see it at a glance. Charge! For a time, countless people violently rushed towards the front, as if they were afraid that if they were one step slower, the chance would be lost. But the next moment, the people who rushed up, when they came to the sky above the formation, were steeply like birds that had lost their wings. They have been smashed to the ground. It directly smashed several large pits on the ground, and many wounds. Several large pits on the ground, and many wounds appeared on his body. These people don't know anything. And they're really looking for death by rushing up so recklessly. In the middle of the bottom, people who emitted an extremely powerful aura looked at what was happening in front of them. Shaking his head, He gave a dismissive smile. As it was, it appeared in all three directions. These people were all clustered existences among the human, demon, and devil races. It looks like an extremely unusual status. Come on, let's go up there too. It was only after everyone had almost all gone up that the three parts of the group began to move slowly. These people did not fly directly, but walked up the mountain. It's time for me to go up to the mountain. I hope I can have a good harvest this time. Chu Feng clenched the invisibility talisman in his hand, and a resolute expression appeared in his eyes. With this thing in place, he wouldn't be afraid of people coming over to snatch his things, although his strength had broken through quite a bit now. But in this place where the elite of the three clans were gathered, it's still not enough to look at. Therefore, this stealth talisman was the guarantee that could ensure that he would get enough harvest. Also, there is a guarantee that you will be able to collect. After all, good things that can come out are not accessible to the weak. What's going on? How come I'm not restricted? There is still pressure present though. As soon as Chu Feng stepped into the Divine Pill Mountain range, he immediately discovered that something was wrong. At the same time, an instant surprise rose within. According to the current performance, if he hadn't been restricted by the spells, the good things above would definitely be able to be taken into his hands. Divine medicine. Here I come. Chu Feng took a deep breath and pressed these shocking changes into his heart, and then shouted furiously inside. On the surface, however, he maintained his calm. After all, even though his mana was not restricted, there were so many people here. There is also the existence of the fleshly practice. If the other party found out, he would definitely not be able to eat. Thus, after a moment of silence, Chu Feng slowly walked upwards. Are these people still human? Sure it's not locusts? Chu Feng slowly walked towards the front, and just as he reached the front, he realized that there weren't even a few hairs of herbs here. Even the dirt was turned up. There was even a wisp of aura overflowing on it. This scene caused Chu Feng's eyelids to jump as he watched. You can't be angry. You can't be in a hurry. There's more stuff in front of you, but the stuff behind you is better. Chu Feng slowly calmed himself down. One firm step at a time, he moved forward. The higher up you go, the more that pressure builds. In no time, it reached the middle stage of the mortal realm. Here, Chu Feng also formally saw quite a few spirit medicines, but these were nothing more than ordinary mortal realm spirit medicines. It did not enter Chu Feng's eyes. What he wanted to find was that which was useful to him. Columns such as the blue spirit fruit and the god cleansing grass that could cleanse the divine soul and strengthen the divine mind. Other than that, there were spiritual medicines like the blood vein grass and vermilion fruit that could directly enhance strength. Other than that, the other elixirs were of little help to him, because all of these need to be taken and practiced into pills before they can show their efficacy. There's a mortal breakdown grass here. Good stuff. As Chu Feng ran, he steeply felt a rich aura and raised his eyes to look. Then he saw a mortal breakdown grass and couldn't help but light up. This thing was an existence that could be refined into a barrier-breaking dan. It was able to help cultivators at the mortal realm perfection to break through the mortal realm cultivation level. It can also be eaten directly so as to break through the cultivation level. Kid, I saw this thing first, hurry up and take it out, or else. When Chu Feng had just gotten his hands on something, a big man of over 1 meter 9 with a tall figure, directly blocked in front of him, sneered. At the same time, the other party also stretched out his thick arm and looked at Chu Feng intimidatingly. Ugh, how so many people want to get something for nothing. And don't look at your own strength before you do. Chu Feng raised his eyes and instantly judged that the other party was a body practitioner, and the cultivation was still an extremely powerful existence. But Chu Feng did not have the slightest sense of fear, because he was open. The other side was only able to rely on their own strength. Kid who doesn't know the sky and the earth, still thinks this is the outside world? Looking at Chu Feng's mocking eyes, Mo instantly became enraged. This kind of look reminded him of how he, a body cultivator, had been humiliated by the other party in the outside world. Granted, those guys aren't very strong, but the other guy was fast and would stop to taunt him. Now coming in here, spiritual power, talismans, etc. are restricted. The other guy had the nerve to look at himself like that. Look down on him? Roar! Mo let out a loud roar, and his entire body was like a gorilla as he directly pounced on Chu Feng. Little wind steps. Chu Feng secretly operated his mana and floated up on the ground, directly dodging the opponent's attack. Vajra fist. After Mo was shocked to find his opponent dodging, he didn't think much and subconsciously made an attack move. Chu Feng, on the other hand, dodged as usual. He wasn't going to hit the other guy either, but just to tease him, because there were a multitude of people watching here, and he was a small size. If he didn't have a standing ovation, there are a lot of people looking for trouble in the back. For a while, the two of them chased after each other like that for half an hour, and that body cultivator had yet to touch Chu Feng's shadow. Hoo-hoo! Mo Lei at this time also could not hold up. Stopping to gasp for air still flat as the wind, Chu Feng asked, "Kid, come and fight me hard if you can." Like a fly, jumping around, annoying. After Chu Feng scanned the surrounding area, some playfulness appeared in his eyes. "Big guy, are you practicing your body and practicing your brain? So much so that you don't even know how to fight in ordinary battles?" Mo Lei sniffed and couldn't help but be puzzled. "What do you mean?" Chu Feng said with a smile. "Say you're pig-headed and you don't believe me. You actually want me to disable myself and go straight down to fight you. That's the same as me asking you to scrap your own physical cultivation strength and come down to fight me. Do you think it's stupid?" Hearing this, Mo Lei instantly froze. For a moment, it was hard to know how to reply to the other side. "I'll let you off the hook this time, but I'm not going to be angry the next time you commit a crime at my hands. After all, this is only my weakest means." Chu Feng let out a cold cry, violently clenched his fist, applied spiritual energy to his right hand, and viciously slammed it down to the ground. Boom! With a loud bang, it directly smashed a huge crater in the ground. In the next moment, not caring about the dazed people around him, he directly flew away from here. Phew! It's a good thing the other side doesn't want their lives, or else. Mo Lei looked at the large pit on the ground and couldn't help but tremble in his heart. There's even a Bodhi tree here with a few fruits on it. Great stuff! Chu Feng, who had left, continued to search the surrounding spiritual medicines. Shortly afterward, on a scorching hill, he found a strange fruit tree. It also had a twisted-up vine on it. This instantly caught Chu Feng's attention. For the red fruit trees indicate that category, Bodhi vine, grade, 3rd grade elixir, output, Bodhi seeds, effect, increase spiritual power by 10 years. Note, the first formula is the only one that works. Chu Feng quickly picked the 7 or 8 Bodhi seeds on it and carefully preserved them. Even though you can only eat the first one, doesn't it smell good to take it out and sell it for money or give it to Tang Shishir to eat as a fruit? After picking away all the ripe linden seeds, Chu Feng was ready to continue searching for spirit medicines. Here we have come to the inner third of the mountain range. The pressure can be enhanced tremendously. Those who were able to come here were either spirit realm cultivators or mortal realm cultivators with excessive strength. As for those at the lower levels of the mortal realm, they had long since been suppressed to the point where they couldn't move. Not to mention being able to run up. This spirit medicine really is the higher the grade, the smaller the quantity. Looking at the several spirit medicines in his hands, Chu Feng could not help but sigh. At the bottom, the spirit medicines were in patches, but as he searched higher up, the number of spirit medicines instead became less and less. End of chapter. Chapter 97. Chapter 97. However, these guys aren't in great shape. A look of extreme difficulty, as if he was suffering great pain. They in such a state could pose little threat to Chu Feng. All Chu Feng did was glance at them before continuing to walk ahead. But what he didn't expect was that just as he stepped out of the first step, a huge pressure directly squeezed over. It made his form almost fall to the ground. This is completely the pressure of a heaven realm powerhouse, isn't it? At that moment, Chu Feng, who realized that something was wrong, immediately increased the output of his spiritual energy. Straight away, this pressure was blocked to the outside of the body. It makes him maintain normalcy and not be so lousy. At that moment, Chu Feng realized why all these people outside were staying at 100 meters. None of them are greedy for the medicine. It wasn't that he didn't want to, but he didn't dare. Because as long as one stepped in, one would definitely be directly collapsed down by this pressure. Become a piece of mush. Such a cost directly deterred them from trying. Instead, knowing nothing about Chu Feng, he stepped into the trap with one foot, almost got into a spot of no return. Surprisingly, you guys can't get it. So this is something that I won't be polite to you. Looking at a few people who couldn't do anything, but had eyes for the divine medicine, Chu Feng's heart was secretly pleased, and his body beat accelerated quite a bit. He was going to go and pocket this legendary, divine medicine that no one could get, and eat it directly to grow in strength. Do you guys get the feeling that there are people around us spying on us? Demon Mo Feng's eyes checked around, his expression revealing suspicion. Oh, I think you're oversensitive. How can there be anyone else in here? Don't tease, okay? Xu Yun, who was ranked 98 on the human ranking genius ranking, squeezed him disdainfully, though he did notice as if someone was spying on him from the shadows, but due to the habit of being antagonistic all the time, he's got no recognition at all on his lips. So right or wrong, or not, disliking him is the right thing to do. Alright, if you two continue to argue and don't practice, get the hell out of here or else. The demon Bright Dipper opened his extremely hideous face and looked at these two fellows with a cold voice. This was a young powerhouse of the Shark Clan. Humph. This time things, see in the Kyokang share will not take it with you. If outside, I will absolutely. Xu Yun said with an extremely bad expression on his face. It was a wonder that his temper could be good when he was being pushed head over heels and couldn't say anything about it. At this moment, Mo